In this video presentation, we will try to understand the third stanza of the poem If. Let me just tell you that you don't need to be worried. There are not more than 4 stanzas in this poem, and we have already reached the third stanza. So in this video, I'll explain to you the third stanza, and in the next link, I'll explain to you the fourth stanza. In this way, we will complete the chapter today. I promise. And let's start without wasting our time. Without further ado, let's try to understand the first line. If you can keep one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss. What is the meaning of if you can make one heap of all your winnings? What is the meaning of heap? Heap means a collection. So if you can collection, देखो basically dust heap you must have heard, snow heap you must have heard. Heap in Hindi is known as dher. So just accumulate all your winnings, whatever you have earned throughout your life, be it money, be it energy, be it connections. Put everything in your one dream. Then the poet says that make a heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss. Basically, pitch and toss is a gambling game, is a game of gambling. Gambling यानी जुआ खेलना, जिसके अंदर you put your money and then you discover have you won or you have lost. So the poet is saying that you should have this attitude of taking risks. You should have the courage of taking risks to make your dreams come true. Making your dreams come true will require you to have a lot of courage, to take risks. So the poet is saying that you should have this attitude in which you can make a heap of all your winnings and put it in one single dream. And then what will happen? Then the poet says that after that also, if you lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe and word about your loss. Now what is the meaning of this? That even if you lose after putting everything you had earned into your dream, if you lose, then also you should have the determination, you should have the courage to start again at your beginning. So what is the meaning of this? That you should have the determination. Now determination will come from that burning desire. If you don't have the burning desire to make your dream come true, none of your dreams are going to come true. So the poet is saying that if you want to become successful, you should have the burning desire. That burning desire will give you determination, and because of determination only, even if you fail, even if you lose, you will be able to start again at your beginning. And then also you should never breathe and word about your loss. It means that do not go around telling people sad stories about you. The poet clearly says that you do not need the sympathy of others. This is one tragedy of human nature, that whenever anything wrong happens with us, we try to tell everyone about what happened with us because we love sympathy. What we love sympathy from others. We love attention from others. The poet is saying, do not love sympathy. Do not ask for sympathy. Do not tell others about your loss. Just face your loss yourself. Just go through it. Go through the pain, and after that only you will be able to achieve your dreams. Then the poet says, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew, if you can force your heart and your nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. What is the meaning of these lines? The poet says that you should be able to force your heart, your little heart, you should be able to force your nerve. Your nerve means your brain, you should be able to force, and your sinew means muscles. So basically the poet is saying that control your body, control your mind, and control your heart, and force each and everything into completing your dream. And what should be the attitude? Your attitude should be that even after they are gone, it means that even after your heart, your brain, and your muscles have become sore, even after they are exhausted, even if you are physically and mentally exhausted, you should be able to serve, you should be able to work for your dream. Just keep on pushing your limits, and force yourself to work, because only then your dreams will be able to come come true, if you want to live a comfortable life in your comfort bubble, in your comfort zone, not forcing your heart, not forcing your brain, not forcing your body to work hard, you won't be able to accomplish anything. So the poet is saying, even if you're tired physically or mentally, just keep on working, do not give up. And then he says, so hold on, lage raho, when there is nothing in you, even if there is not even a fraction of energy left in you, still keep on working, keep on working. Have the will. You should have only a desire. Will means desire, ichha shakti. There should be one desire which still whispers to your ears, hold on, yani lage raho, do not give up, just keep working even if you are tired. So the second stanza basically tells you that you should be able to take risks. Let me just summarize this for you. The first four lines say that you should be able to take risks, and even if you lose, you should have the courage to start again. And after that, you do not need to take sympathy from others, do not ask for sympathy from others. And then the poet in the next four line, what does he say? He talks about working hard. He says that you need to work, you need to push your limits, be uncomfortable, let your body, let your mind be exhausted. Even if your mind and body is exhausted, there should be a stronger will which